Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. 3 children and 3 adults are dead after a woman opened fire at a private Christian school in Nashville. Authorities say the suspect was wielding 2 assault-style rifles and a pistol. She died after being shot by police following the violence at the elementary school. Police said the shooter was a 28-year-old woman from Nashville. They're working to identify her and whether she had a connection to the school. We're learning new details about what led to a deadly shooting in Springfield last Monday. Court documents saying the issue surrounded alleged bullying on a school bus. Christina Guzman and Rafael Callo were both charged with murder in connection to the deadly shooting of 34-year-old Justin Bruton. Justin's wife told police she believed this was an ongoing bullying issue between their daughter and the suspect's son. Both suspects are being held without the right to bail. And residents on Montgomery Street in Springfield are speaking out after a deadly crash over the weekend. Saturday, police pulled over a car for speeding, but as the officer approached, the vehicle sped off. Police later found that car crashed into a house, causing a fire. One of the 4 teens in the car died on the scene, and the homeowner was injured. Residents say speeding's been an issue on that street, and they're calling for changes to be made and make that area safer.
I'm meteorologist Jana Brown with a check of your forecast. Rain moves in this evening and will continue throughout the night. We'll also have some wet snow falling across some of the higher elevations. Minor accumulations around an inch or 2 expected above 1,000 feet. Temperatures will only drop into the mid-30s for most, but a few spots will end up around freezing, especially again in those high elevations. We'll keep a breeze out of the west. And then tomorrow we do start turning a little bit chillier. Temperatures will actually drop back down to the 40s. We will have a lot of cloud cover around throughout the course of the day, and scattered showers will still be around in the morning. Once we hit Wednesday, though, the sunshine is back in full force, and that will help to pull temperatures back into the 50s. However, another quick moving cold front passes through during the overnight hours Wednesday into Thursday. Could have a brief rain or snow shower, and then it's going to turn blustery and colder again for Thursday. Temperatures rebound again for Friday into Saturday. We are expecting milder weather to start the weekend, but it comes with another round of rain.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.